It basically started when I went on a Shiggy live. Okay. And like I went on live with Shiggy, like it was the most randomest thing ever. But I was
like Shiggy,
Shiggy, yes.
Too good.
Who was our performer though? I forgot.
I might as well bring her on, right?
Let's do it.
So I want to bring on our guest for today. She's a singer who's recently made her mark in the music industry with 2 new singles called Flawless and It's Too Late. Here to talk about her rise, please welcome Trish.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. Woo! Looking real good, what do you say?
Hey!
Yeah. On a day to day.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we can conversate.
Yeah.
Attitude on 100, yeah, keep it real. Walk it like I talk it, yeah, you know the deal. Yeah. That's fun.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
What an entrance.
Yeah.
What an entrance.
That song is absolutely amazing, man. Like,
Thank you.
How did that start off with you? Like, what was that process like? Where did you start that off?
Well, I started I actually wrote it back in April, right. Where like, I was just like running through beats on YouTube and like and I came across this one, the beat, and I was like in love with it because at the beginning it was like that part that I really liked, and so like I was like, yeah, let me just like write this. Yeah, it's cool.
So the song's called Flawless.
Yeah.
Right. So where did that name come from, and how did you come up with it?
Yeah. So I basically just came up with it. Well, honestly, when I was listening to the beat, it kind of gave me you wake up flawless. I don't know. So I was like thinking of Flawless too, but then so I was like, okay, this gives me like a kind of like a confidence like type of song, like look good type thing. And so, just thinking about like me going out with my friends. And so, yeah, that's like, when we go out, we look good, like, so that's like,
yeah,
have fun.
She did a full breakdown on our channel. It's up in the corner over there.
Yeah.
Be sure to click on that. Yeah. How do you look at music? Because do you look at music as a way of expressing your feelings, or how else do you view music?
Yeah, I definitely view it as like, expressing my feelings, just like explaining it, because like, it is hard for me to like say what I gotta say sometimes, to people. So like I feel like with music, it's just like I can just it's easier to just put it in songs and like with lyrics and stuff to just do that. So yeah, it's good.
So what was the process like while going from writing, producing, long studio nights? I'm thinking, what was that like for you?
It's new. Like it's definitely new. Like yeah, it's different because like honestly, like before March, I was living a whole different life. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I would have never thought like this year I'd be doing music and like at like, meeting all these people, like getting all these opportunities and like going to the studio. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I would have never thought. And like, it's super dope though, because it's like, it feels exciting and like I'm happy to do it because it's like what I've always like wanted to do. I just never like, I was just always afraid to do it, to like put myself out there and to get out of my comfort zone. Yeah. But I feel like I'm kind of,
You're getting there.
Yeah, it's a build, but yeah.
So you said before March you weren't doing music. So what were you doing before March? And then how did you transition that into music? And what was the spark that was like, hey, I want to do this now? Okay.
Well, mostly, before March, I was still doing music, but it wasn't like I was showing it to people. Like I was not releasing or like, like I was like always in my room just writing my own. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not showing anybody, you know what I mean? So, like, I've been making music for years, like, since I was young, you know?
Yeah.
And, sorry, what was your question?
What was the switch to get into, like, actually putting your music out?
Yeah, okay, so the switch, it basically started when I went on a Shiggy live. Okay. And, like, I went on live with Shiggy. Like, it was the most randomest thing ever, but I was,
Like Shiggy?
Shiggy, yes. Shiggy, yes.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious. Yeah, I do.
Okay,
you want me to
we'll
show
put
you
him
after?
We'll put him
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I went on live with him, and I don't know, I was watching his live and then I requested to be in it because like this is like during quarantine.
Yeah.
So like he was just like, you know, getting people to like
show their talents.
Show their talents and stuff,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so like yeah, so then I requested, and I was like waiting on there for like 40 minutes, bro. Like I was like, man, and I was about to turn it off. I kid you not, I was about to turn it off, and then I just see connecting. I'm like, what do you mean? And then all of a sudden, I just see Shiggy, and he's just like. I'm like, whoa. And then after he's like, okay, calm down. Like, and I was, yeah, you know. But then after, like, I sung for him, and then, yeah. But basically, I did that, and some other people saw it, and some guy saw it, and he DM'd me, and he was like, oh, hey, like, I saw you on the Shiggy's live. Like, I'd like for you to do a verse for me on a song. Like,
wow.
you know, yeah.
Damn.
And so I was like, oh, cool. Like, yeah.
Big,
like, yeah, right? And so I was like, yeah, dope. Like, let me do it, you know? Like, send me the song or whatever. Like, let's see, you know? And, yeah, so I ended up, like, doing a verse and a chorus for the song. And then we recorded it. I met him and his team and everything.
From where? Where was he from?
They live here.
Oh,
like his name is King Pharaoh.
All right. Shout out King Pharaoh.
shout out King Pharaoh.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I ended up meeting like Jaspy Nams, like, you know, that's like their crew, and like TNG Entertainment.
Sure.
And so like yeah, so that's how we did it. That's how I did it. Yeah. Met through them, and then I met their team, and then after that I just kind of like was a part of their team now, and then they got me like, you know, a whole setup like in my room where I can actually just like record at home. And I was like, this is dope, like, you know. And so that's basically how it just started. Like I just started recording and like, you know, yeah.
Cool. How many takes does it usually take for you to like be like, yes, this is the one? Like, I mean, like you said, you've been doing it since childhood, right?
Yeah.
Like, you probably have 100 tracks that you haven't even released. Why Flawless?
I mean, okay, before I wasn't like actually recording, like, you know what I mean? But like I would just like
you just hum or make up
I would just I had a songbook that I just write stuff in, you know, and like, you know, imaginary beat in my head, but like I was always writing, you know what I mean? But like with it takes a lot of takes, man. Like I'm so like, I'm a perfectionist, man. Like, and it's so annoying because I feel bad like when I'm in the studio and I have to keep like reminding, like, I mean, like just like redoing it over and over. You know, like, but I just always want to get like the perfect sound. Like if it's not how I want it to sound, like I need to do it again, you know, like, but I'm just like picky that way. And but yeah, Flawless, yeah, it was good to record it. It was fun. And honestly, you guys, I recorded that song about 5 times.
Okay.
Because it was so, like, if you hear the first version to it, like the very first time I recorded it, it was so muffled. It was so like distorted. Like it was so bad. Like, and so I had to keep like, you know, I sent it to, like Miazwe because he mixed it for me, and you know he kept saying, he's like, yeah, you might need to re-record this because it sounds like way too distorted, like it's not sounding clear at all. And so like I had to keep re-recording it, and I was also, you know, getting used to like my mic setup, and like because I've never like actually used a mic or nothing like that, you know what I mean? So I was getting used to that and like using FL Studios, stuff like that. So it's like
you
know, so I was like, I was working on everything and tweaking some things, and then finally, like on the 5th one, I got it, and like it sounded good, like, you know, it sounded professional. And Yaz did like a really good job at mixing it, you know, like, I mean, thank God.
It bumps, like, I can't lie. Like,
he killed it.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. What's it like working with Miazwe?
Super chill. Like we're so like we're very like we get each other, like with music especially, I'd say. But he's super talented, super intelligent, super inspiring too. He's very motivational. Like his work ethic is crazy. Like seriously, I've never like really met anyone that worked that hard, like in terms of music in Winnipeg. Like he really goes hard at what he does, and like he believes in it too. So it's just like, it's really like, it's good to see, and it's good to like, it's a good type of energy to be around him, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Going back to the Flawless, when you mixed it, what was your reaction when you got the mix? Because I'm sure it came in and then you heard it for the first time. What was that feeling like? You were like, What was it?
Oh, I was excited, man. I was like,
Going
honestly, I was like, finally, like, because it was so annoying, like, having to re-record it and everything. Like, I was already kind of done with the song. I was just like, man, like, I keep re-recording this, like.
You've heard it too many times.
Yeah, I heard it way too many times, like, you know, and so, like, and I was, at this time, too, I was already kind of, like, recording other songs, and I was, like, getting better at recording songs, so it's, like, at this time, it was, like, you know, but, yeah, it was, like, an exciting feeling, like, I was happy about it.
Awesome. Well, let's transition into like once you
Yeah.
released it.
Yeah.
Right. So you decided to release, I think, July 24th.
Yeah.
Around that
Ooh,
time.
you paid attention.
Yeah,
We did our
24th,
research.
yeah.
We did our research.
Nice. Yeah.
So, what was the response like?
It was really good. The feedback I got was really good. It's nothing like I expected it to be. Like, I was like, man, whenever I release songs, like, I get so anxious because I don't know if people are gonna like it. You know what I mean? And you know, but yeah, a lot of people were like hyping me up. Like, it's so nice. Like, so many like nice messages from people I barely even talked to. You know what I mean? And like, you know, my friends were super supportive. You know, they were bumping it. Like, it was dope. Like, I was like, damn, like, this is my first song. Like, but people liked it, you know, and it felt good. So,
What gave you the inspiration to do It's Too Late?
it's too late. A breakup. Yeah.
Spill the tea, sis.
We'll be spilling a little bit, you know? Yeah, no, I mean,
You don't have to go into details.
yeah.
You know, but
no, well, it was like a breakup that happened. Like, it was like my first actual, like, rough breakup.
Yeah.
Because I was just so, like, I really liked the guy.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, he did me wrong. And so, yeah, that's basically where it stems from. And, you know, from it, too, he tried to, like, come back and, like, you know, be like, hey, like, I'm ready to, you know, I want to be with you and stuff like that. Where at the time I was like, nah, like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about that. Like, you know, so that's where It's Too Late comes from.
sometimes you just miss the train.
Yeah,
You missed
yeah.
out.
You miss the
Exactly.
opportunities you don't take, right?
There you go. Like,
You do a lot of music stuff, but you also do stuff outside of music. So we saw you doing something with Sierra Leone. Talk about that and what that is.
yeah, so that is, that's like with me and my cousins, it's our organization. And we basically help back home in our country, Sierra Leone, like just people that are in poverty and just like, you know, especially like with COVID now, like we have been sending goodie packages back home, like, you know, with like Maggie, like onions, oil, some rice, like just so they can like have that during this time, because it's really hard for them to get stuff back home, like from like, you know, back home right now. It's a struggle. So yeah, we're just like, we're trying our best to like do as much as we can over here to help them back home, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super dope
That's amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, I see that you guys, like, I was just doing some research and you guys sent over like 100 packages out there.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
just what's that feeling like for you? Like, knowing that you're making an impact in someone's life.
Yeah.
What's that like for you?
It feels good, honestly. Like, cause it's like, I know that like we have so much here, right?
Right.
And to be able to change someone's life, just like the little that we do, it means so much to them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a good feeling, you know, and it makes us happy that like we are somehow creating a change, you know, we're doing that, you know, and like a lot of people wouldn't, you know, for their countries, you know, like
Right.
just live here and just whatever, but like we're actually putting it in our, like, as our responsibility, you know, like taking it and helping our people,
Yeah.
really, you know, trying our best.
I love this quote by Mahatma Gandhi. He says, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing that.
Yeah. we
What's
try.
it like when someone says your music really hits? Like, it hits
Touches,
different.
yeah.
I mean, it feels good. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's what I want to do. Like, I want my music to hit people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be like writing like music that like sucks or like,
Yeah,
you know,
for
that
sure.
people can't relate to, you know? So like when I do write my lyrics, like I make sure that it's like, it is me, but then it's also like relatable stuff to people too. Cause I know that like when you listen to a song, I know when I listen to music, like I'm really looking for like, you know, I want to relate to this shit.
Meaning.
Like, you know, a meaning, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it feels good, you know? Why are you laughing so much?
What's the future looking like for you?
Yeah.
Future.
Yeah.
Well,
Any albums?
albums. Okay, well, right now I'm mostly just trying to release some singles, you know, just to get like some people to be more familiar with who I am and stuff like that. And then like eventually I'll drop like an album or do a project or something like that. But that's definitely like in the future for sure. Okay. Well, first I want to say thanks for having me on the show. It was really fun. Yeah, and it was honestly like really laid back. I was nervous because I don't know what y'all gonna ask me, but but yeah, it was good. And probably want to say like a shout outs to like some people.
For sure. Go ahead.
So yeah, shout out to like the local artists that are coming out in the city, because our city is very talented. Like we got like crazy people coming up, and I'm just getting started. But like honestly, just me starting and seeing a whole bunch of like meeting people that are also just starting, like we got talent, man. Like, and it's crazy. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Keep working. Shout out to Trav, because like Travis Entertainment, because he's super cool, mixes my music, and super helpful. And he's really good at what he does. Super cool guy, really good guy. Shout out to Miazwe, good friend of mine. Shout out to TNG, King Ferror, and Jaspy Nams. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Link Up, because sorry, I'm like shouting out a whole bunch of people.
Go at it. It's your time to shine, girl.
Shout out to Link Up, because they've helped me. They did my lyric video for It's Too Late, so thank you. And they did my cover art. Travis did that, and Tiana did it for my cover art, so thank you. But shout out to everyone that's been like supporting me, and like thank you for that, and that just believe in me really means a lot.
I'm sure this is not the last time we're going to be hearing from you. So.
Probably not. No, definitely not. I'm coming.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't already, go stream her song. You can click the link in the bio.
Yes, sir.
Or go do something. Stream Flawless. Stream It's Too Late. And maybe she has some new singles out by the time we release this.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah.
You got a date? Maybe.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe something might come out in November or December.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps it up for us. Thank you so much for watching, viewing, and listening to our podcast. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, on UFFM 101.5. Subscribe, and make sure to check out Trish. Until next time, peace.